Across 4 acres in one of Southern California's most desirable neighborhoods stands this single-story, European-inspired, completely custom-built home. This one truly stands out from anything you've seen on our channel, and I can't wait for you guys to walk this one with me. So let's go take a look. Starting our tour, walking down this long curved driveway through the gates behind me, we arrive to this 4-acre incredible property here in Rancho Santa Fe, California, the 8th in the nation for highest median home price here. And if you look around me, we are surrounded by an olive tree grove, several flowers in different shades of white and yellow. And as we walk over to this circular motor court, you can easily fit maybe 20 cars on this driveway. And this is an entire single-story home, and we're gonna give you guys the full tour of this gorgeous property. Can't wait to show it to you. And this driveway wraps around the property where we will see a 4-car garage and a guest house where we're gonna see a pretty cool car in one of those garages as well. But as we look up to the front door of the property, this is one of my favorite entrances in any home we've ever toured on this channel, and I don't say that lightly. You'll see what I mean as we head inside. You look at the stone exterior as well as the stucco finishes that this property offers. But enough of this driveway, let's head inside.
Hey man.
Hey Preston.
How's it going?
Good to see you. Good
you
to
as
see
well.
You. Thank you for welcoming us in here.
Of course.
So can you tell them what your role was here within this property?
Yeah, so I'm the designer and the developer through my firm Dubreuil Atelier, and I'm also the listing agent via Exude Luxury Group. It's part of Compass.
Awesome.
So
well,
I'm covering all bases.
Appreciate you welcoming us into this beautiful property. And first of all, this pivot door, massive, one of the largest doors I've ever seen. I mean, how much does that even weigh?
The weight, honestly, I don't even know, but we definitely had to reinforce the whole wall and make sure that the pivot system itself was more of a commercial grade.
Right, because this stands out. You don't even really see this entrance or even would think that this is even possible from the outside of the home. So let's spend a little time on this bridge here. Tell us what inspired this, first off.
So this is obviously our reflecting pool. And yeah, we wanted to create this moment of privacy so when you do open up, you do have that big wow. And what better way to do that than with water?
Exactly.
So the inspiration, I mean, a lot of this whole home is really contemporary design through kind of Greece and Spain. And when you think of that, you're always thinking about views of the water. So the more water we can bring in was really the goal here. Yeah,
and I love that. A water feature entrance where this is, how could it get better? When you have, the more water, the merrier, I always say in these properties. And you have that true indoor-outdoor flow, because even we're close to the office, which you see the doors open right here, and then all the way into the backyard. And I can't wait to tour this whole property here as well.
No, I'm excited to do it. And yeah, everyone talks about indoor-outdoor, so when I built this, I'm like, well, let's really make that a true statement, if you will.
Yeah, and have it come to life. And I can feel it right here. So as we walk into the home, we are now in the property, and we have these Fleetwood sliding doors pocketed into the wall, high ceilings right as we step foot in here, and we have these wood beams, dual-sided fireplace. So what are the specs here of this property in total?
So the property itself is 4.17 acres here in Rancho Santa Fe. The home is going to be 9,600 square feet. Part of that is a guest house. We got 5 bedrooms, 5 bath, office, movie theater, wellness center. It's got it all here. I
mean, the wellness center, I can't wait to show them, because that's quite the treat. That's really, you did a great job in there.
Thank you. That's everyone's favorite, for sure.
Definitely. So we come over here, you have this entrance living area, kind of just a gathering.
Yeah, right? This is built as really an entertainment space. We wanted to delineate that from other areas of the home. So if you do have friends over or throw events, you can really separate that. And we have that, again, with the high ceilings. So really create almost like a lobby of a hotel feel was an inspiration here.
100%. I could feel that, the European lobby hotel, 5-star hotel vibes.
Exactly.
So we're looking at this fireplace, and we have these wood slat finishes above, right? And you were telling me inside the fireplace, you also can see it too.
Yeah, so we did this fluted white oak detail here, and we continue that in with the brickwork. So it's just these little details throughout the home that really create a lot of cohesiveness.
Right, yeah, and I can see that throughout. So as we make our way into the kitchen, we're seeing a lot of travertine in here,
Yep.
correct?
We went, travertine overload. Again, it really plays into this kind of organic, modern feel. All the cabinetries have that white oak kind of style finish. We imported those from Italy. Nice. Full Miele appliance package.
Okay. So 2 islands, and then I like that we have breakfast bar seating on both sides of the island here, which is rare.
Yeah, this was really meant as the real dining area versus having a dining room. We just have found that most people really want to stay in the space, and those dining rooms are rarely used. So it's creating everything here, all the communities within this space.
That's so true. Most people only use that formal dining area for Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
Across from the islands, then we have our fridge and freezer right here as well.
Yeah, which is actually a push-to-touch detail, so no handles are needed, keeping everything in this whole room and the house very just clean lined and sleek.
And I can tell also from the surrounding shelving as well. We've got the floating glass and then the LEDs in there, really futuristic, but then European vibe, more warm tones on this side.
Yeah, we want to bring in some glass display cases, if you will, to really just create these moments where you can put sculptural pieces and have more texture.
I love that. And it really is all about the details throughout this property. And on this second island, there are 2 on each island actually, but these push to open outlets right here, as you see really easily how they pop up and then it just goes down.
Exactly.
Like that?
So again, yeah, keeping everything just very concealed, clean lined, smooth.
Right. And speaking of smooth and concealed clean lines, let's just show them this before we go into the full detail of the kitchen, because this is something that I think really stands out.
Yeah, so these are bocce plugs. They take a lot of craftsmanship to get the slab cut perfectly right, but when it's done correctly, it just is very clean.
Yeah, it takes a lot more than people actually see. You look at it and you're like, oh, that's nice. Like someone that doesn't have your expertise, right? Yeah. But you know how much actually goes into.
Yeah, these are just small details where it's a team effort with electricians.
But then in here we see the same travertine, floating shelves, LED, and then this pantry really just goes all the way back. It's pretty deep into here as well, right? And then we see more of the clean LEDs with the tinted doors here.
One of the glass display here, because this room can be seen through the whole house. So rather than just seeing normal cabinetry or wood, I thought it was a cool way when you have all the lights off at night to have these little moments on throughout the home.
I love that. That makes a lot of sense. It's right here in the middle of this hall. And then walking this way, you said the Miele appliances. We've got the 5-burner stovetop, backsplash is even travertine. You get the Zephyr vent up there. It's not bulky, as you might see sometimes. It's really clean.
Yeah, again, even the cooktop here is inset flush with the slab itself.
It is nice. I can tell. I can see that. And so no exposed handles down beneath. Really nice. We've got the sink in the center. And I do love that we see the skylight above, but then darker wood beams. What was the reason behind that?
Yeah, so really twofold. One, I feel like it created, again, this organic feel, bringing the natural elements in the home. But also when the sun's in certain parts of the day, it cascades a really nice shadow line throughout the house. So we incorporated a lot of these skylights.
Yeah, and I can tell. And really, you don't even need the lights on in this house during the day because of how every room seems to be giving you that indoor-outdoor feel. You have the skylights, you have the pocket doors and all of that. And then we've got the more appliances right here as well. And as we walk down this hall, we've got a piece by Alec Monopoly.
Correct. Yeah, I put a lot of my personal collection in this home of street and contemporary artists. We had Alec Monopoly, Damien Hirst, Cause, Mr. Brainwash. So really want to add a personal touch. And again, it brings color to the home. A lot of the homes has this really cream palette, which is relaxing. But if you have these pops of color on the wall,
just more vibrant and less cold and boring. And then as the designer and developer of the property, you were telling me that you do like to custom build these homes for if you think that you would be the buyer of the property, not just for the market or whoever. So yeah, can you speak on that a little?
Exactly. Yeah. Every home I do is always different. I kind of start with a blank canvas, and they're always built whatever I'm inspired by at that moment. You know, whether it's through, again, like hotels or bars, restaurants, travel, and just architecture I've seen about. Every time that I do it, it's an opportunity to do something new, and I do something new that I like, and it turns out most people like that too.
Yeah, I like it, and it works for you, so that's great. As we keep moving, you have a skylight even in this walkway here, which is great.
Anywhere we could.
Yeah, and then it leads us into, this is the treat for the audience behind the camera here. I mean, this has to be one of the nicest areas, rooms, wellness centers, gyms I've seen in a lot of the homes.
Theoretically, it's a gym, but it didn't feel appropriate calling it that, so yeah, we're calling it the wellness center now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have your workout space, massage area, but we've got this whole zero-edge spa, heated spa, and behind that is a travertine medallion tile that we imported from India. And then we also have this custom designed preserved moss wall, skylight. I really want to bring all the elements in to this room.
I can see that. I mean, even just you see the light hitting the wall right there next to the beams above the moss wall, and then the zero edge spa down beneath, the fire.
We got fire, floor to ceiling glass for the sauna, and there's a steam shower out there, and then even outside we have the cold plunge. So really tried to think of everything.
I mean, even aesthetically, you can do this functionally, but aesthetically to have a glass sauna too, I don't feel like you see many glass saunas as well.
Not too often, or they're just one wall. So we had this opportunity to do it on two sides. So we figured, why not? Let's make a statement.
Well, this is great. I really think this home is coined the wellness property because especially with health and wellness being, people drinking alcohol a little bit less, people really being more about fitness, peptides, and all of that. It's really on the rise right now. It's skyrocketing. So 100%. A home, this is a must.
Yeah. That was definitely a big inspiration for this project.
I love that. Cool. Well, thanks for showing us this wellness area, one of my favorite rooms of any of the homes we've toured. We're going to check out the rest on our own, but appreciate you, Preston. Man. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Before we hit in there, this company just released news suggesting they're sitting on one of the largest mineral systems on the planet. And that company's today's sponsor, big shout out, Saga Metals. Ticker symbols SAGMF in the US and SAGA in Canada. This news suggests they're sitting on one of the largest titanium vanadium systems on the entire planet. The comparison they're drawing is against the Panzihua deposit in China, a stateling system that supplies over 40% of global vanadium and is valued in the multi-billion-dollar range. The crazy part is the radar project doesn't just compare to it. Early data suggests this could actually dwarf it. We could genuinely be talking about the largest vanadium titanium system on Earth. And it's right here in North America. And that's when it stops just being a mining story. Titanium is inside F-35s, advanced radar systems, next-gen naval technology. You simply cannot build these things without it. Washington is already directing billions into securing domestic supply chains for exactly this reason. The Chinese company behind Panzihua is valued at over $3 billion, roughly 6,000% larger than Saga's current market cap. And that's a scale of what we're comparing against. Links are down in the description below if you want to dig in and learn more. Thanks to Saga Metals for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into this tour. One last look at this wellness center before we have to say goodbye, because this truly is one of my favorite rooms I've ever been into, from the floor to ceiling mirrors to the massage table and the built-in mini fridge down there. I'd never leave this room. And then if you step a few feet outside, you also have a cold plunge stationed out here, which we didn't even talk about with Preston. And we've already found our way outside. We've got the dark wood beams up above us. Again, love the stone columns right here that you can look out to as you're getting a workout in to make you feel like you're in Rome, or as we were saying, Europe, in the Colosseum. This is just incredible structures holding up this property. And then it leads us out to outdoor barbecue area where you can entertain, serve guests. You can cook on the Sedona Lynx barbecue grill. The smooth finishes throughout are amazing. And then you've got the views, of course, of Rancho Santa Fe. 3 bar stool seats on the opposite side as well. All the appliances you need down below, and an ice maker. And directly in front of me, you have an outdoor bathroom. If we walk into here, vanity and private toilet through here. So if you're outside and dirty, or you just got out of the pool, you can easily wash up in there. But follow me as we walk along the property. You've got beautiful grass. As I said earlier, we are on 4 acres, over 4 acres here in this property. And as I head over here, we're surrounded by more beautiful yellow and white flowers. And then to my left, now I don't know if you guys expected to see this, but we have a McLaren 720S positioned in this garage with the LED hexagon lights above to really showcase this car so well. You've got the epoxy floors. You can fit up to 2 cars in here, and you also have 2 TVs built into the wall next to me, floor to ceiling mirrors on the back side. So we're seeing double McLarens here in this garage. And there's a door that leads us into the guest house from this garage. Come on in here and check it out with me. Full guest house with everything that you need to live comfortably, from the living room to our sliders opened up, indoor outdoor flow. This basically is a miniature version of the main property. They went with all of the high-end finishes that we're seeing in the main home, such as the travertine counters in our island with breakfast bar seating, as well as back here a 5-burner stovetop and hood vent clad with wood above, sink looking out to the views of Rancho Santa Fe. And once again, we have the same built-in outlets into that travertine that we're seeing inside. So they went with the same finishes in this guest house that they went with in the main home, floating shelves to both sides, and then you have a walk-in pantry room behind your stovetop. Even the glass cabinetry and the LED lights are the same in here. So like I said, it really is just a miniature version of the main home. You could really live comfortably in this guest property, especially if you had that car in the garage. But as you walk through here, it's also a 1-bed, 1-bath guest house with natural light coming in from the west, so you can see the views and the sunset inside this home. I mean, I just live in this guest house, honestly. This is incredible. Full bathroom, floating vanity, and a glass shower in there with a walk-in closet here in our bedroom. But that was a 1-bed, 1-bath guest house and your 2-car garage attached to it. And you could fit maybe 12 cars on the driveway in front of that garage as well. But let's head outside now. We are seeing more of the property, the acreage, the real grass. We're gonna walk down here because this brings us to a bocce ball court in our backyard. You've got more olive trees planted below the bocce ball court. And now you're really getting to see the scale of the property we're on. The home behind me looks incredible. I don't even feel like I'm in California. I feel like I'm in Europe with all of the finishes, the soft, neutral tones, the stonework, the landscaping. Then we'll head up these concrete steps to walk over to some of the outdoor hangout areas. This outdoor covered patio space is truly insane. That might be the only word I could use to describe it. You look up to 4 heat lamps, outdoor dining, outdoor living, a fireplace underneath, flat screen TV built into that stone wall. And then if you come down these steps with me, we're seeing your zero-edge pool with multiple waterfalls. You can see the waterfall with the rocks bordering it above us where the main level is. And then down beneath us, there is another waterfall flowing into the moat below us. And then just all of this real grass, the pool, the water features in the front of the home. I mean, I'm obsessed. This is an incredible home. Drop a comment down below so far what you think of this property. Also hit the like button if you like this home, and subscribe so that we can keep touring beautiful properties just like this. Appreciate you guys. But let's keep heading back up here and check out the hot tub on the opposite side of our pool here. And as I said, the rock detail with the waterfall flowing down into the pool is so cool. And then another zero-edge hot tub, spa, jacuzzi with a replica of that pathway entrance to walk above this spa. And there are more flowers on this side as well, a giant olive tree behind me. Even this side yard, if you come a little closer, you see how cool the side yard looks with all of the white flowers, the grass, not a cloud in the sky today, guys. This is unbelievable. I feel like I'm on vacation over here. How could you not? If you're living in this home, you'd probably feel like you're on vacation every day. Again, shout out to Preston, did a phenomenal job with this home. Let's head inside because this is the family room. And just like that, all of the pocket doors are into the wall entirely. So we truly have that Southern California living experience. You look at the white oak wood behind our flat screen TV, and it's also still surrounded by the same stone that we see on the exterior now in the inside of the home. And you've got a travertine ledge underneath that white oak wood behind our TV here. We'll make our way through the kitchen so you guys can see the rest of this wing of the home. But before we show you one of the coolest primary suites you've ever seen, and I'm not kidding about that, just wait till you see that tub over there. But here we go. Sliding doors open up, an incredible home office with, once again, custom staging, posters on the wall. I forgot exactly what this piece was called, but it looks really cool because it's a $100 bill seemingly crinkled up. How does that not motivate you when you're here working from your office desk? But then this is your view. You see these water features and this pathway. Can you imagine you're working in your office, you have a client coming in through that giant pivot door, and then they turn right and look at you at your desk? Like, does it actually get any better than this? I don't know. You guys tell me. Let's keep on moving down this hallway to show you the rest. As we turn right, now this is the powder room. Yeah, that's right, guys. I said powder room. This is a bathroom. I'm standing on a square tiled platform surrounded by these white rocks. The wall behind me was imported from India, similar to what we saw in the wellness room. Goes all the way up to that skylight glass ceiling above, more dark wood beams, and freestanding dark stone sink here as well, with the faucet built in between the rocks under me. The lighting in here, I think, stands out as well when you see the lights recessed into those wood beams. And then you can't forget the purpose of this powder room. You've got the Duravit toilet here on the wall to my right. How do you beat that? In a powder room, in an office, did an amazing job. And then again, in this hallway, you see the white oak wood walls surrounding me, another linear skylight above, and then this might look like a normal wall behind me, but actually if you push it hard enough, it turns into a private home cinema room. Dark leather recliners on 2 levels, large movie projector screen in front of me. These narrow wood portions of the wall extend out with the LED lighting behind it to add some depth in here. And you have a bar here in the back with travertine stone countertops, once again, 4 bar stools. And check out this wall. You've got the Kaz statues on display and candy machines, 2 on either side. The backsplash is once again travertine, floating shelving. The projector is built into the wood above us, so it really just hides and blends in up above. So sleek and minimal, just like they tried to do with the rest of this property. Built-in Sub-Zero mini fridge down below, and that is one movie theater that I do appreciate. And the fact that it's hidden, crazy. Let's keep on moving, because here is a common living area and we are surrounded by a few different bedrooms, high ceilings that you'll notice right as you step foot into here, TV built into the wall, and you've got 2 bedrooms right next to each other. This first one I'm walking into has sliders that lead you out to the front yard and the flower landscaping, the driveway. It's also en suite with a full bathroom, glass shower, floating vanity in here, and a walk-in closet in this bedroom. Going straight, we see another bedroom, this one facing the garages that we saw with the McLaren in there. Sliders once again to lead you directly outside, which is nice. And once again, it's en suite, so you've got walk-in closet in here with the LEDs, floating vanity, cool textured walls behind the vanity, and built-in tub into that shower. So as we keep walking down this hallway, I want to note one more thing that we haven't talked about yet. You see all the lights throughout this house? They're labeled. This one says common room, and it's much easier when they're clearly labeled and in a more unique display than in a lot of the homes that we usually are seeing. But back here in this corner, we have one more bedroom, once again, facing the front driveway, en suite as well, floating vanity, glass shower in there, and a closet. 3 bedrooms behind me down this wing of the property, but now as we loop around past the movie theater once again, and that cool powder bathroom, down this hallway we have the laundry area, and look at this. You don't even have a door leading into the laundry display. Thin HQ LG washer and dryers. You even have an island here in your laundry room. Just a dream staffed quarters for anyone that would be doing your laundry in this room. You've got the Graf sink here, floating wood shelving, cabinetry up above as well. So much storage. In front of a mudroom area with the tinted mirror and lots of storage space. Next to our 4-car garage door, as you see, epoxy floors once again. And this is our 4-car garage. We saw the 2-car garage with the McLaren for a total of 6 indoor parking spaces. But let's head to the opposite wing. I feel like I'm walking through the front door of the property again, as you have a walkway coming from the laundry room back onto that main entrance path above the water features. And now here into the main living area. This side is more of the entertainment wing of the home, where we see a pool table and travertine bar with the beveled angle travertine down below, as well as you see in the walls surrounding the picture windows looking out to that large olive tree in the side yard, which is so cool. And then we also have these pop-up outlets once again that we saw with Preston in the kitchen, but continue on as there is a glass enclosed wine cellar as we open up this door. New wood finishes in here, wine bottle storage to either side, and we have a symmetrical look to the wall in front of me with the LED on display, and you've got the diagonal drawer space down beneath us as well. But as we look at this bar area, more neutral, clean tones, bright travertine, the linear sink right here underneath that picture window again, and then storage down beneath us. And this bar actually leads us directly into that primary suite through this walkway. First off, to one side, we see this cause bare brick standing alone on this piece of stone surrounded by the white rocks, and behind it, floor to ceiling window looking out to the water feature walkway entrance. And on the opposite side, now if you think that's a cool greeting heading into your primary suite, through this large wood pivot door, welcome to your home bedroom. Behind the bed, we can see more of that white oak wood on display, carrying throughout the ceiling above it. Both sides, we see windows bringing in natural sunlight, as well as in this corner. Waking up in this bedroom and looking left at these views, your property, the acreage, the grass, the flowers. I mean, what more could you actually ask for? Maybe this. To one side, pocket doors into the wall, and another water feature. If you didn't think the walkway was enough water feature for you, you have one here in your bedroom. And we're actually outside now. Hardly even realized it, but we've got the wood beams with the recessed lighting built into them, so this just looks impeccable at night. And we're surrounded by stone wall, and there is a gate that leads us directly to the driveway once again. But before we show you the bathroom we might have had a sneak peek of, as we walk this direction, now, I actually told Preston this might have been one of my favorite areas of the house. There's a lot of areas to choose from to be your favorite, but just imagine I'm sitting here hosting a podcast. You have the fire to one side, the water to the other. You might as well think this is a green screen behind me with how cool this little seating section is. And this is just the walkway from bedroom to bathroom. Unbelievable. I've never seen this sort of thing in any of the properties. From this seating area to the office that you can see through the windows, can't beat this. I know I've said that a lot of times. But then you have this sliding wood barn door as well to close off our bathroom here. But here is your home spa. I don't even really want to call it a bathroom, because how does this feel like a bathroom? Truly European 5-star hotel vibes. Does not feel like California, I'll tell you that much. We've got freestanding tub here in the center on display, just feet away from those pocket doors. So you're essentially bathing outside just about. And you have makeup station on one side of us, and in front of me, dual vanity with the abstract mirror up above built into this travertine wall going up to the ceiling. And once again, look at that. It's all in the details. You've got the outlets seamlessly built into that stone once again. And next to that, the buttons where you see bathroom, vanity, etc. So you can easily turn on the lighting here. Makes it a seamless process. But this is what we call your shower, with 2 circular rain shower heads built into that travertine stone on one side of the walls, high ceilings with skylight up above, of course, and the recessed lighting built into those dark wood beams. Once again, travertine shower bench to my right, and then you've got the wood paneled flooring below our feet. This is a crazy indoor-outdoor shower, no doors, so you don't have to open and close anything as you're walking in and out of the shower section. But that was our spa room. Then 2 water closets to either side of us as we head into the walk-in closet. Really sleek and minimal walk-in closet, travertine island, once again, pop-up outlet here in the center. You've got 2 accessory trays with the tinted glass counters as well. And in front of me, window looking out to the front, as well as a bench down beneath. And to one side of this closet is a body mirror where when you push to open, it turns into your vault. Now, maybe you shouldn't tell anyone about that. Probably shouldn't have told you guys. We'll close that off. And once again, of course, a skylight above us with more of those wood beams throughout. But that was this entire spa room, the primary suite, the fire behind me, the water features. We gotta go outside one last time because I haven't had enough of this house, and I hope you guys haven't either. Thanks for watching to the end of this video. If you like this home, hit the like button. If you haven't already, comment your favorite part of this property. For me, there's honestly too many areas to choose from the wellness center to the, I'm just gonna go with the little seating section next to the primary suite where you have the fireplace and the walkway, because that is unique and I haven't really seen that in a house, as well as many other features of this home. Big thanks to Preston for letting us tour this incredible development and listing here. Subscribe for more home tours just like this, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.